We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. Liverpool have signed a midfielder, but before we go any further with this video, I need you guys to do two things. One, stop right there and smash the like video. The like video, what does that even mean? Before we go any further, make sure you do one thing and smash that like button. We usually get around 200, but for the last few videos, we're getting around 60 to 100 likes. So let's go a step further and let's get back to 150 likes. So that's the total for today. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button also. We're not far off of 6,500, so let's make it happen. Yes, I'm delaying the video. Hit the like button. But anyway, Liverpool have signed a new midfielder. Let's talk about it. It's Ryan Gravenberch, the central midfielder, 21-year-old from the Netherlands. And again, I don't really know how to feel about it. I'm not going to lie. Am I happy about it? Am I unhappy about it? Not really. I'm kind of on the fence. I'm going to be real. I just don't really know where Liverpool are going with their direction in terms of tactics, signings, what they want. Again, Caicedo and Lavia are both sixes. This guy is like a multifunctional. That's the word everyone's throwing out there. Functional, because he can play in the 8 and in the 6 with a pivot, but he's not like a tailor-made defensive midfielder. That is what's confusing me about Liverpool Football Club right now. But who is Ryan Gravenberch? Let's get into it. Of course, he is 21 years old. He made his breakout season a couple of years ago when he was playing for Ajax, or maybe 2 or 3 seasons ago, and he was doing really, really well. He was a midfield maestro. I'm stretching it when I say midfield maestro. But listen, he was a good midfielder, right? He was, again, stature, really good with the ball at his feet, good ball manipulation, really good at carrying the ball, not bad tackle on him either. He's got some decent height to him, and he's quite strong as well. So he has all the physical attributes and a few of the technical attributes to make it at the highest level in the game, especially only being 21. And when he broke out, he was like 19, 18. He was doing really well at Ajax. And then came the big money move to Bayern Munich. And that is where things kind of didn't go to plan. Completed about 500 to 600 minutes of football, which isn't ideal. In fact, it's far from ideal. In fact, it's actually stinky. I ain't even gonna lie, that is stinky as hell. He needs to kind of rekindle that form somewhere. And I think the most important for him, the most important thing for him right now is game time and consistency and confidence. At a young age, confidence is everything. Even some of the veteran footballers need confidence. Let's be real. So, looking at a player like Gravenberch, it does beg the question as to what he's going to do and where he's going to play and what instructions he's going to be given for Liverpool. Is he going to be told to just screen the back four and play as a single anchor for Liverpool? Because if that's the case, that doesn't make sense, because then we should have just gone for a 6, like what we were originally going for with Caicedo and for Lavia. But again, we didn't get those guys. And we got Endo, of course, who is more of a tailor-made 6, 30 years of age, so on the latter side of his football career. And we've gone for a multifunctional midfielder in Gravenberch. Now, if we are playing Gravenberch as an 8, that makes 0 sense. Because he's not better than Curtis Jones, he's not better than Thiago, he's not better than Szoboszlai, and he's not better than McAllister. So, I don't really see him fitting in the team in that 8 position. However, if he does play the 6, it does make sense. But if he plays in the 6, he's used to kind of playing in the pivot alongside an Edson Alvarez or whatnot, where he is in the first phase. And he could also play in the second phase, but he's more tailor-made to play in the first phase. Now, I think we did need kind of like more of a stronger, more industrial 6 in the Newcastle game, where we did struggle, especially going down to 10 men for a second time in a row. For fuck's sake, be serious for one. And Endo didn't have his best game. Again, first start for Liverpool, so I'm not going to be on him too much. And then Darwin Núñez came and saved the day. By the way, Núñez, two shots, 2 goals, saved our cheeks. Brother, well played. I know I have my opinions on Núñez, but well played. He done his thing. I can't hate on it. And this is what we need to see from Núñez going forward. And if this is what he's going to be doing, I'll take it. But just going back to Ryan Gravenberch, it is a bit confusing in terms of what his role is going to be. Klopp could coach him to be a natural 6, because he is built like Fabinho. He's quite tall, he's light-skinned, he's long limbs, decent with the ball at his feet, he can make good tackles. However, he doesn't have Fabinho's brain, and he's not a tailor-made defensive mid. I don't think he quite enjoys really getting into the nitty-gritty sides of the game, that real industrial midfielder. He is quite elegant, he's good with the ball at his feet, he's really good. He's a really, really good ball carrier as well. His ball progression stats are phenomenal. To be fair. But is that the role we want him to play? No. Because our other 8s can progress the ball. So we don't need him for that. So that's why I don't really know why we made the signing in a way. Again, if he's going to play in the pivot, and Trent's going to have more protection, and we're going to stick with the box midfield. I do kind of see the logic in the signing, because if we bring up some of his stats now and we look at the Bayern Munich side and we look at the Ajax side, you can actually see that when he's playing, he was clearly in a more defensive role for Bayern Munich. A very much more defensive role. If you look at the stats, if you look at the bottom row in the stats, his ball recoveries, the tackle success and all that stuff, you can clearly see that in the defensive role, it was more of that type of thing they wanted from him in Bayern Munich. And of course, in Ajax, he was more progressive, got forward, was able to express himself. At Liverpool, we wanted to play the kind of the role that he's playing at Bayern Munich. Now, he didn't have a good time at Bayern Munich. If that's a tactical reason, then we bought the wrong player, because we can't have him repeating what he's done at Bayern at Liverpool. However, if it's more of a confidence thing and a lack of game time, which is why they didn't see the best of him, then listen, give him a chance, see what he can do, and see if confidence and game time brings the Ajax Gravenberch that we all know. Now, of course, we have to understand that even though Ornstein and Fabrizio have said, they've reported the whole Gravenberch thing and that the clubs have reached an agreement and he will be probably signing for Liverpool tomorrow, they want a replacement. And guess who that replacement is? João Paulinho, the guy that I've been screaming for the whole season, pretty much. Not for the whole season, since January, pretty much. That guy is ridiculous. He bust his shoulder and was supposed to be out until after the international break, came back early, dunked on Arsenal, and then also sent Tottenham packing out of the Carabao Cup in like the first round or the second round or something. So listen, that guy is serious. And again, I understand his price tag. He was being quoted at 90 million for Premier League teams. West Ham came in with a 45 million pound bid, and them man said, you know what? Double it. You know what I'm saying? So what's a kick in the face, I'm not going to lie, is also the fact that, Bayern Munich are getting quoted with around 60 to 70 million. That's crazy, the fact that everyone else is getting quoted for 90 million. So what I would say is that maybe Fulham don't want to strengthen the Premier League side without a replacement. So I do understand that. But Paulinho was the guy for me. He was the guy to sit in Liverpool's sixth position and just dictate and dominate and win the ball and keep and sustain our attacks. But beggars can't be choosers at times, and we are beggars at the moment. We are down bad. So this is the sign, and we're going to have to see how it gets. Listen, in the comments below, let me know what you guys think of the Ryan Gravenberch, the Ryan Gravenberch signing. Make sure you come back and you watch this video and you smash the like button and you subscribe and all that good stuff. It will be deadline day, so there's going to be a lot more news we're going to be covering in the live show later on today. And again, make sure you subscribe to us, man. We're so close to 6.5k. I'm quite excited about the signing because we are down bad and I just want to see a new midfielder. But it just depends on what role he's going to play. It's very, very dependent on whether Klopp can coach him into a six, and does he want to play in the six? But listen, it's been another episode of Big Six Mans. Take care, people. We'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and keep supporting. We love you. Take care.